Buenos dias, Gunners Collective. Back at it, you already know. Like four tortas riding a 6'4" slam down because they're too big. Having a snack habit. Buy up. You know, late night Jack in the Box creep, 4 tacos and a soda. Bam, there they go. They're happy. Now, in a menudo style of direct fashion, man, I want to get straight into it. But before I do, please hit that like and subscribe button. Put the notification bell on all so that way you're abreast of all the dope content I'm bringing all week long. And we're going to get it. Bang, bang. Menudo style. Now, okay. Indictments, man. How do they happen? Why do they happen? Who's going to be indicted because of YouTube channels and who has been indicted because of YouTube channels? Because best believe, man, there have been several individuals indicted because of this YouTube bullshit. Because people say too much, or because they give leads, or because they're speaking on old speaking on old cases in videos. And, you know, everybody's fighting for content. Everybody wants content. That's what it's all about, man. That's what YouTube is. A presentation of content for your entertainment, your enjoyment, your interests, you know, to entertain the masses, the people. But at the end of the day, not a lot of individuals are really thinking how it could impact people's futures, people's lives, or their own. Now, I myself have done time over this YouTube shit. Oh, yes, indubitably I have. For those of you that don't know, that are new to my channel, I once had to go to fucking jail and do a few days, and I was in that motherfucker like, oh, hell no, right? It sucked. It was the worst 5 days of my life. It was the worst time I've ever did. The food tasted like caca. It was just all bad. It was a bad situation, but it was a situation that I created because of YouTube, because of my social media platform, because I wanted to be the cool guy, right? I wanted to impress people. Hey, look, I got hands. Look at what I can do, right? Well, let me show you what they can do, right? And they locked my ass up. For those of you that don't know, right after I did the Cholo Trucker pay-per-view fight, you know, I had come home. I was gassing up the rental that I had rented. And, you know, I was just minding my own business, man, doing my own thing. And there was a crash that happened across the street. I just happened to be at the right place at the wrong time, at the wrong place at the right time, right? And I seen a truck flip. There was an old man. He was all busted up. So I ran over there, of course. Now, my mind state at that time, first thing I was thinking was content. There's content here, right? Because that's the way a YouTube content creator thinks. Everything is content. Record everything, you know. Think about, you know, what's the next material you're going to put out for the people? What will interest and pique their interest? So I ran over there, and my first instinct was, you know, I got to help this old man. He was leaking everywhere. He was like, where's my phone? Where's my phone? Right? He was all toe up. And this little Honda Accord had hit him and flipped him. And of course, you know, this old man's busted up. So I run over there. You know, I'm across the street at the gas station, leave my car, fuck the car, right? Let me go see what's up with these people. And I tell the old man, hey, wait, you're hurt. He's like, I need my phone. I need to call my wife. I'm like, I don't know where your phone's at, but I know where all the blood's at. It's everywhere, right? Just relax. Of course, there's a lot of innocent bystanders and people, pedestrians, and whatever the case may be, civilians. They're already on the phone calling 9 to the 111, right? They're doing what they're doing. Guard! That's what they were doing. But I'm not tripping off them. I see a lot of people gathering. Of course, it was just a big old fucking wreck. And immediately I broke out the phone and I'm asking the guy, are you okay? What's going on with it? He's like, I'm cool. I just need my phone. And so I turned like a baboso to the other guy, the drunk driver, the guy who's the fucking idiot, you know, the culprit. And I walk up on him with the phone out like, hey, bro, you know you done fucked up, right? You know you done fucked up, right, blood? You know what I mean? And of course, he's an Africano brother, Somalian, but whatever he was, man, he was from the Middle East, but he looked, you know what I mean? He looked like fucking 2 Chainz. Anyway, so I walk up to him like, hey, what's up, bro? You know what I mean? What's going on with it? And I feels like, hey, get that phone out of my face. He's right. I should have got the phone up out of his face, man. But of course, I took that as disrespect because he was acting froggy. So I motherfucker leave, right? So I was like, come on, bro, don't come at me like that. He was like, fuck you. Whatever he said, man. He jumped up. I hit him with the 4-piece extra crispy with a side order of sucker sauce. Boom, 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 right? Of course, I wiggled off. You know what I mean? My peoples came across the street. Hey, what are you doing, right? That's assault. Oh, shit. Jumped in the car, wiggled, okay? Vato fucking must have seen the license plate or whatever. Or maybe when I double back and hit the loopy-loop to see if I slept them, they got the license plate. Quietly as a cat, knocks at my front door, right? You're being locked up and incarcerated for assault. Of course, after about a year and a half of fighting it, I got it knocked down, got it knocked down, knocked down, right? Bam! There you go, man. Probation in 5 days. Toma, right? Man, I sat in that county jail, mad at the world, but couldn't be mad at anyone but myself. I posted this shit on YouTube. It was right there, evidence. Yes, they had the YouTube video. They were like, look, this motherfucker's a YouTuber. This is what he did. It's right there, black and white, essay, you know what I mean? On video. Bam, got me. I sat down. Indicted, right? Sitting down 5 days over a fucking stupid movie that I did. But hey, you know, it is what it is. It's part of life. You know, you make the choices you make and you roll with it. Now, there's other people that I've seen because of YouTube get indicted, man. There's been big indictments. You know, there's a channel, and I'm not gonna name any other channels because that's not what I'm here to do today, right? But I'm gonna say there was another channel, man, that liked to, you know, put stories out there or have people, you know, jump on their platform and put stories out there. And, you know, one of these stories got a whole lot of heavy hitters indicted, man. Got a whole lot of people caught up. You know, people that were already incarcerated, people that were doing big things in a group organization. They started an indictment because of the stories that this individual told to the people to amuse them or whatever to make himself look good. It got a whole lot of people caught up. Of course, that's just the way it goes. Can you be indicted behind YouTube? Absolutely, man. If you're speaking on cold cases, if you're talking about stories where people haven't been caught yet, you know, hey, look, I'm going to tell you a story. Hey, me and my homeboy, we were over here. Saskia, we just let everybody have it. Yeah, well, that's right. Oh, when? Dates, times, places, bam. You know what I mean? They're going to investigate. If you think that law enforcement or those that are watching don't watch, they watch. Everybody's watching. Okay? YouTube is for the public. Once you put it out there, once it's spoken on, it's public knowledge now. Now everyone could run with it. And there's a whole bunch of private investigating type motherfuckers that will go start looking in files, trying to go to case files, find out. They want to expose everyone. That's what it's all about. That's what the game has turned to now. That's the new gang banging, right? Instead of going in the streets and handling your business, plaqueating a motherfucker or rolling up and just pop, pop, motherfuckers want to talk about it or they want to investigate on YouTube and expose, oh, he never did that. He just said he did that. Okay, well, bam. Everyone's going to get locked up. It's an ugly situation. Whole lot of sheriffs, right? Whole lot of sheriffs. A whole bunch of Rick Grimes in this motherfucker. The Walking Dead. Now, let me tell you something. There's been plenty of situations where people have been indicted or they're working on indictments to get people. You know, that's why I've chose myself to shy away from certain stories, man, or to talk or speak on certain individuals because I understand, man, it's not my place. You know, I don't want to see anyone locked up behind what I say or locked up behind what I know. I don't know shit. I'm just letting you guys know I don't know nada, nothing, zero, zip, zilch, not a motherfucking grunion. You're not going to get an onion up out of me because I don't want to be caught up in a situation where, hey, you got to testify or, hey, you got to say this or, hey, how do you know? Why come? How comes? So come. I don't know. I just come whenever she comes. That's all I know, right? But there are a lot of people that are getting indicted because of fucking social media platforms. Not necessarily just YouTube. You know, things happen. You see assaultive behavior, anything, and people put it immediately on camera. It's right there in black and white so you can see it. And if you think that they're not going to care, oh, look, it's right there. Look, there's the oh, shit, he's stabbing the shit out of them, right? They got it. You know what I mean? It's pura. It's right there. There's no denying it. The deniability just ain't going to work. It wasn't me. But we seen you in the middle of the street. It wasn't me. But you had him with the pedazo. It wasn't me. You know, the motherfucker looks like you. It's my twin brother, eh? You know what I mean? Oh, so you're a rat? To what degree of rat are we talking about here? All right, you're caught. You're busted. People are getting indicted off of social media. It's truth, right? There's been a few channels that have led to people getting incarcerated. There's been a few channels, man, that have led to people, you know, then maybe them opening up cold case files. Now, I don't know the whole situation or the whole deal. You know, maybe there's been people that are actually placed on YouTube to start certain channels, man, to get people caught up. You know, that's why when you interview people or people are interviewed, man, you ask them certain questions and you shy away from certain questions. The professional thing, the respectful thing is to let them know exactly what you're going to ask them. Case in point, Vlad TV. Vlad. Orale Vlad. Vlad has a reputation in the entertainment industry, you know, for not only being able to go get people that not necessarily every other social media content creator can get. You know, he has connections. He's heavy into the hip hop game or was at one point. Now he's a podcaster, man. And we all know what's up with Vlad. A lot of people tune in and turn up and watch him just based on he brings heavy hitters, man. He brings a lot of people that necessarily wouldn't jump on other platforms to his channel because he either cashes them out quite handsomely or, you know, they just want that exposure for whatever they're doing, maybe for their social media. You know, a lot of people want clout. A lot of people have stories to actually tell. A lot of people are reformed. They want to let go of old demons, monkeys on their backs. And a lot of people just have a good story to tell. And we all tune in. Most of us do. I do from time to time, depending upon who he is. But he had a vato, an individual named Keefe D. And we all know who Keefe D is. If you don't know by now, Saskia, refer to Tupac, right? Someone who actually admitted to participating in Tupac's murder, being involved in that case. And now he's locked up. He's indicted off of YouTube. Case in point. Boom. Bam. Stamp it. Just like I said, he's indicted because of the things that he said. Yes, he said, but Vlad is able to extract with these questions that he asked what the people want to hear. You can't blame Vlad. A lot of people blame him. You know, hey, he's the police. Maybe he's there to, get, work on their side and to help law enforcement. I don't believe in the hype. I don't believe that's the case. I believe this motherfucker he's very intuitive and he got the investigation bone in his body. And so he starts to ask the questions that we want to hear. Hey, did you kill him or what, eh? At one point, I was thinking about it. You know what I mean? And there are several rappers, several people that are from the streets that have went on his channel that I've had, what? When he asked us certain questions, they took a step back. They were able and smart enough to think about what they said before they said it. When he asked us certain things, like, look, let's just be cut and dry here. Did you kill him? Right? Straight up, like, hey, Holmes, shit, I thought you were going to ask about my baby mama and how many bitches I fucked. You're talking about a murder from 1988. That's good. I don't know nothing about that. Or do I? One never knows, does one, right? People like that have gotten a lot of people caught up. There's been people murdered and killed behind YouTube. Man, if you've never listened to the song Where's Waldo 2 by Lavish D, Mozzie says it in the beginning. Of course, that was a Vlad interview where he says, my homeboy got killed and I named mentioned a lot of people in that song that'd kill you over anything, for putting their name in a song. Well, it's the same thing goes with social media, man. If you put people's names out there that don't want to necessarily be recognized or want their names out there because they're still heavy in the game, they're involved, to what degree of their involvement, one never knows because we're not going to speak on it. Bad things can happen. Repercussions can happen, and that can lead to a long domino effect of people being incarcerated, indicted, locked up, RICO'd, all that. If you think you can't get caught up by what you say personally or by why questions that other people ask you, oh, you think you're in a fucking room, it's nice, there's spotlights, it's like, yeah, I'm balling right here, they're shrimping. You know what I mean? You think it's all good. And then he says, yeah, and by the way, did you strangle that chick? She liked it though. You know what I mean? Bam, got him. You know what I mean? Got him. Got to get him gutters, right? Boom, snatch him. Next thing you know, there's a knock on your door. I know what that knock feels like. Get him up, sir, right? Get what up, sir? I'm trying to get it up, sir. You know what I mean? I think that means stop, right? Bam, got you, okay? It's what it's all about. It's what they're doing nowadays. These YouTube channels, a lot of these social media platforms, Twitter, IG, Facebook, whatever the case may be, whatever you're involved in heavily, because everybody's involved in something. Everybody has some type of social media. It's the thing to do. What are you doing? I'm just scrolling, eh? I'm just looking at memes. Yeah? Oh, he did it, You can get caught up behind what you say. And everything comes back to what you say. That's why I've decided on my channel to not speak on certain things. I know, there's a lot of outstanding cases and things that are going on that I know will pique the interest of the gente. I know the raza wants to be informed and involved. And there are certain things that I will talk about, but I'm not going to speak on, unsolved crimes and things that get people caught up, that I know anything that I say, that I have any type of information that's not out there will get people caught up. If it's public knowledge, if it's already out there, yeah, we could talk about it. There's certain things we can and can't do in life. Sorry, there's rules and regulations and everything, yes, sir. You got to have morals and standards as a man. You got to know when not to toe the line and when not to cross it. You got to know when to hold them, as Kenny Rogers said it, and know when to fold them. You know what I mean? You got to walk that line. That's it, like a Johnny Cash song. Because if you decide to speak on certain things, certain people might feel a certain way. But best believe the authorities are watching everything. Every little thing. This prison genre exploded. This prison genre exploded because there's a lot of people that haven't necessarily been incarcerated, that are intrigued by the stories they hear about these individuals or cast of characters that are talked about, And I think everybody who's been locked up, who's been anybody, has already been spoken on. Their stories have been told, their situations have been told, people have been exposed, people have been talked about, people have been dragged through the mud, people have been transparent. There's been a lot of individuals that have told a lot of stories. Now, there's been a lot of different channels that have told the same stories, with the little twist and a little lime. So cilantro, there you go, taco. There's a lot of different people that are speaking on the same thing because there's only so many things that you could talk about. It's facts. But all it takes is one person to include a nugget, a chicken nugget, some barbecue sauce, McDonald's. It only takes one person to include something that the authorities or something that someone doesn't know about to start that snowball effect. There's one channel, case in point, I'm not going to fucking speak on their channel like that, but I'm going to say, man, there's been people that were killed behind that channel. Supposedly, allegedly, right? There's been people that have been heavily prosecuted behind that channel, allegedly, right? And I'm not talking about Vlad TV. We all know what happens with Vlad. Shit, that's a curse right there. You know what I mean? You might get the views, that might put your popularity out there, but is it really worth it? At some points it isn't, at some points it isn't. You know, Big Boxer, Paradigm Media News, man, he has a great channel, you know, one of the first channels that I watched. And he's very transparent with his life, man. He's wrote books. He's done his thing. You know, whatever he speaks on, you can take it to the bank, man. It's truth. You know, there's no, you know, whether me and him bump heads and we don't get along for whatever reason it may be, that's our business, right? But to the people, I will say, watch his channel because that guy speaks truth. Now, I know he went on Vlad TV. I watched the whole interview, thought it was a good interview. And he did what he did. You know, that Walter knew what questions to answer and what ones not to. And there's certain individuals that know how to, you know, what to say before they just speak. But I've seen so many fucking people like Keefe D, man, that just put their whole fucking toenail in their fucking esophagus, put their foot in their mouth, right? They just speak on everything. They think they're protected or they got immunity. Well, guess what, Holmes? I'm here to tell you, Spencer la tira. Con permiso. Hey, everyone, can I have some quiet on the set? Quiet on the tier? There's no statute of limitations for murder, right? There's nothing that you're really going to get away with that they can't find a way to twist it and get you. Okay, when I sat down in that cell for them 5 days because of my stupidity, because I thought I was cool, because I wanted to prove something to myself, and I put it out there like a baboso on YouTube, and they tracked me down like fucking McGruff the crime dog, Dog the Bounty Hunter style. Vatos, I got you. I was like, oh shit, right? They get you. It was my own fault. I learned my lesson that day. You know, I learned my lesson. You know, when I've interviewed people, there's been people that I've interviewed that have told me things or they've put certain situations out there that I've edited out. Like, hey, no, I can't speak on that, bro. I can't put that out there. I'm not trying to get you caught up or any of the other gente caught up. It's just not a good thing to do. It's just not righteous. I just don't feel good about it. You know, I don't want people to double back later. Hey, it was Gunner's Collective channel that did it. That vault was getting people locked up. Smoke them, smack them. Nah. If you're going to smoke me or smack me, do it because you don't like me. Do it because fucking maybe I boned your old lady, or do it because whatever the situation you feel, but don't do it because I got you locked up or I fucking told, you know what I mean, asked you questions that got you caught up, because I ain't Vlad, homie. That ain't never gonna happen. I wasn't sat down or sat here to investigate people's fucking life and their process. I'm here to tell you, man, people will get indicted off YouTube if you don't watch what you're doing. Now, I know the fucking thumbnail might have drew you in. It's not fucking, clickbait. I haven't been indicted recently, but I don't know. You never know what's going on behind the scenes. You never know what people are working on, you know. This prison genre exploded because, you know, individuals felt like, hey, look, there's a lot of ex-gang members or current gang members or active gang members, you know, telling on themselves, exposing their game, exposing their hand, what they used to do, you know, and they're hoping and waiting for you to fucking slip up and say something that they don't know so they can get you. Straight up, I'm giving game. It's real knowledge you can't get in college. It's facts. Anyone who thinks it's not, babosos, straight up. You know what I mean? I'm giving you game. That's why, you know, the channels, the gang related and the hip hop and whatever, these channels are so watched because everybody wants to hear the drama. You know, what happened? Charleston White got fucking pistol whipped. He was telling the whole thing. Oh, whoop-de-whoop pistol whipped me. Yup. He was mad because I called him a snitch. Yup. He done told on the whole case right there. They're done. He told the dude fucking pistol whipped me. This is the guy who did it. He did it at this, probably was at 5:07 p.m. He pistol whipped me right there on the corner of 3rd and Broadway. I mean, the motherfucker put it all out there. Boom, all the way to the name, the description. Yeah. You know the one with the tattoo on his earlobe. Yep, that was him. Yeah, the one that stinks like shit. He did that. Done. You know, people saying too much, but yet people will still tune in. Nah, fucking, I like him, boy. He's straight up. Yeah, he straight up told on everyone. Like this ass gang. He should have kept his mouth shut, kept it to the streets. If you're really about that situation, man, and you're out there living like that, Holmes. Oh, but he was innocent. He was just at the barbershop getting his shit clipped. Yeah, well, he got clipped all right. You know what I mean? Scraping the scrapalizations because of things that he said. If he wouldn't have fucking be speaking on people and disrespecting people, then no one would even pistol whip him, allegedly. I don't know if that's what went down or that's what, you know, how down went. But I do know, you know, that's what was out there. Anyways, with that being said, yes, you can get indicted off these channels. The truth is facts, you know. Watch what you're doing, man, and watch what you're saying. For those channels that don't believe this and it's whatever, I'm going to do what I do, homie. And that bag is that serious, well, get your bag and enjoy that, homie. But how many sopas are you going to buy when you're locked up? Because I'm going to tell you, in them 5 days, I couldn't go to canteen. Luckily, I was able to make a few phone calls to keep myself occupied. And that goulash that they give you, damn, it tastes shittier than ever. Let me tell you, Hums, that hard-boiled egg, that motherfucker was boiled soft. It was ugly. I'm not going back to jail for no one or nothing, man. I'm going to watch what I say because fuck that. I don't want no problems. With that being said, I hope that you move smooth with a purpose, get everything that you want coming, and remember, at the end of the day, it's all about the struggle to strive, to struggle, and I'm telling truths here, man. I speak fast, I move smooth with a purpose, man. My lingo is different, but at the end of the day, with the little limon, it's a little sour, Hums, but it'll give you that power. It's a real twist. Watch what you say, man, before you get caught up. Thumbs up or thumbs down. Heavy's going to be the head that wears this magic crown. Penny, I'm going to continue to do what I does and does what I do, man. And that's provide you guys the best and realest and illest content I can possibly provide. And that's all I can do, man. The fact remains, I'm still the gun. Bang, bang.